the last part of the story and where the magic trick comes in is as follows. As soon as he died, we got a text from my cousin Alex that said, you know, that watch that Uncle Terry gave me that he won in a race a long time ago, it just stopped. And I was like, well, did you wind it? Like, it's an old watch, whatever, that's a coincidence. And like 2 or 3 days later, it was my parents' anniversaries, and roses came from my mom. And there was a note, really nice note attached on it, and like that already, like, you know, people in a mourning situation, they want to get dramatic. That's, can you believe that? I was like, yeah, I can believe it. He just filled that shit out ahead of time. I didn't say that. It's just the kind of thing that goes through my head. And then a couple days after that, we all get this email from his old secretary from his workplace that was like, you know, the night that Terry died, I had a dream, and he came to me in my dream, and you know, I've always felt like we had a good connection because, and all this stuff. It was nice, it was sincere, it was well written, and then he's like, and then he had a message for each of you. And then the message for each of us, my mom, my sister Allie, my sister Jenny, was like this incredible personal shit that, including like our nicknames that only he would know. And I was like, and my mom and my sister's like, the power of ghosts. And I was just like, he told her to do that. Come on, you know? Anyway, this kind of stuff continued to happen, and you know, I didn't think much of it. And then Dan came to San Francisco in May, and he redid that bathroom. He did a fabulous job, and we also partied a lot. We barely ever slept. At the same time, I finished this record. I was recording the vocals on the last song in between him sawing tile, and I would sing a take, and then he would say, "Am I clear?" I said, "Yeah, man, you're getting my nerves." And he'd be sawing tile until I, you know, reset the next track on the Pro Tools. Finished the Kickstarter video, turned on the mixes and everything like this, and you know, no sleep for like 2 weeks. And the last night of the project was my birthday, and he was all done. He said, "Yeah, my girlfriend's gonna come up. I want you to meet her. She's a bartender at the Rainbow Room." I was like, "Yeah, right, motherfucker." He's like, "No, I'm serious. I love this girl. I want you to meet her. We have something important to tell you, too." I was like, "All right." So they come up. She comes. She's a real pretty girl. She looks like a girl that might work at the Rainbow Room. She has blonde hair, big eyes, like kind of like anime lips, if that makes sense to y'all. And we go out for drinks at the Cliff House. They eat food. I ain't gonna eat that nasty food, so I just have drinks. And then at sunset, and the sun's going down, it's a beautiful evening, and we're all sitting there smoking a cigarette on the deck of the Cliff House. And Corey Lynn says to Dan, "Should we tell him?" Just gonna lay it out a little bit thick. And he's like, "Yeah, it's time, we should tell him." "Musika," Dan said. "Corey Lynn got something to tell you." I was like, "All right, whatever." So she says, "Yeah, I was working late a while back at the Rainbow Room, and you'll never believe who came in." I was like, "Axl Rose?" She's like, "Yeah, how did you know that?" I was like, "I don't know. Like, what did he say?" She said, "It was really late. I was trying to close, and I was really kind of annoyed that somebody was in there so late. And I said, 'Hey, can't you see we're closing? I got to go home.' But then I looked up, and it was Axl Rose." I was like, "Holy shit, you want a drink or something? What are you doing here so late?" And he said, "I was sent here." "Who sent you?" "It'll become clear in time." "All right, why were you sent here, Axl?" "I have to deliver a message. The message is, always do your work joyfully." "Yeah, that's what he told me." I was like, "Yeah, is that really what he told you, Corey Lynn? That's cute." It's kind of amazing. So what happened after that? You guys still homies? She's like, "Yeah, he still texts me all the time. He puts little laughing skull face emoticons in all his texts." I was like, "Well, how did y'all leave it when he left the bar? Like, what happened?" She's like, "Oh, I don't know. We just talked for a while, and I just looked at him. He had a blue blazer on. It was velvet and a matching hat. He was a little overweight. He had one of those handlebar mustaches, but he still had that same gleam in his eye." I was like, "Well, how did the night end? Did you do something nasty with him, or?" "Oh, ew, no, please." we went outside, and he had a private car waiting for him, and he told his driver to take our picture. And what was weird about it was he told his private car to take a picture of us two with his phone. I mean, with my phone, rather. I was like, you sure about that? Which one is it? With my phone. Okay. And, you know, I was basically really touched that these three conspired on this plan, and it was really complicated, and I don't know how my dad did all that in his condition, but I didn't believe it, and at all. And so I went to bed that night, and I hadn't slept in a long time, and I knew this morning Dan wouldn't be getting up at 7 and sawing tile, or like, he always does this thing when he gets up in the morning because he smokes so much weed that he starts coughing because he's smoking weed first thing in the morning. So there's no coughing. We all slept in, and I had this dream that I was hanging out with Axl Rose, and we had on all those cool clothes, and we were partying with awesome babes, and, you know, like, it was a great dream. I don't want to get too far into it. It was fantastic. And at the end of the dream, Axl had to go. He was like, man, it was good hanging out, and he left. And you know, I was in my dream state, was sitting there being like, holy shit, you just spent the day with Axl Rose. That was so much fun. And then in my dream state, I got a text message on my phone, and it dinged. I picked it up, and I looked at the phone, and there was little skull face emoticons, and it said, "Checkmate, motherfucker." And I sat up in bed, and I was like, what? Holy shit, that's weird. I was startled. I had slept for a long time. This light was coming in the window. Checkmate, motherfucker. No way. So, Corey, Lynn, and Dan were gone. I wanted to ask her. They were on the road driving back to Los Angeles. So I picked up the phone, and I texted Corey Lynn. Was that real, that story about you and Axl? And she texted back. She said, of course it was. And this is the end of the magic trick. Can I have my volunteer from the audience?
Fuck yeah. Yeah. Let's pass it around. No?
Oh, you can if you want.
Yeah.
I want to.
Wow.
Michael, that's badass. Wow. Wow.
Okay, we're going to play a song and then be done.
Show it again.
Oh, good.
Or no, the camera's like, oh, the camera too.
Should want to see over here too.
Over here.
Awesome. Let's see.
Oh, I'll stand. I think we'll only play one song because you guys have been sitting here forever. So we'll give it. So sing along if you can, and then we can drink beer and hang out. Thank you so much for that. That was really cool.
I'm seeing all you, like a garden full of dahlias. Forgot about it and called you, and told me I was drunk. Can't believe you crazy ladies were grazing down in Hades, spending in your own babies for some perilous pirates. But can't believe how many of the kids I used to know back home stayed home and got addicted to that junk. It's all a peculiar dream. What's happening to you? What's happening to me? Can't believe that we're not sleeping. The secrets in safekeeping. Never whispering, no weeping, saving, suffering for us. No one told those little soldiers if you're only in it older, you realize you broke your mama's heart. It's not strange that this refrain keeps on refraining and repeating. We visit any place where we start. It's all a peculiar dream. What is happening to you? What's happening to me? The thickets and the brambles, we're gambling on a shambles this time. Can't believe this out tonight. We're looking for a light, the ghost that likes to hide behind the bar. It's kinda strange, we judge each other like we're one another's mother, but my sisters and my brothers, I got something I got to say to you. It's all a peculiar dream. What's happening to you? What's happening to me? It's all a peculiar dream. What's happening to you? What's happening to me? It's all a peculiar dream. What is happening to you? What's happening to me? It's all a peculiar dream. What is happening to